Hi, I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Connor.
And this is not the podcast. This is our own little special YouTube episode. We're trying out a new series called Lindsey Tries to Tell Connor Pop Culture Things. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I am historically very unaware of a lot of like pop culture internet
Yes.
stuff. I'm in my own corner of the internet, but I don't know what's going on in like
In any other corner of the internet.
correct.
Even through our Oscar episodes, he would be like, oh, didn't Francis Ford Coppola direct that? And it's like, no, this is a movie from the 30s.
I got a bad
you're
thing
like,
for
I
like
don't even-
names and faces. I confuse a lot
Yeah.
of things.
And
I
he
still
works
think
in film,
I
so
do. I still think gosh, who's that guy?
yeah.
Gladiator, Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe looks like Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still get them confused.
It's never
But I
gonna.
work in the movies.
Yeah. So today I'm going to explain the Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez drama.
Yes. So this is our first episode of My Girlfriend Explains Internet Drama to Me.
Yeah. Title TBD.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, this is just a fun little supplemental episode for the YouTube audience.
Yeah, it'll probably be a little shorter, a little
yeah.
more succinct.
And we will still be posting on Wednesday. I promise this is interesting. So you have that to look forward to. Connor, do you know who Justin Bieber is?
But I do know who Justin Bieber is.
Amazing. So
He's
we're
the
up to-
kid who sang "Baby, Baby."
Indeed,
Yeah,
Rooney. So don't sing that too well because we'll get copywritten.
you're right.
Okay, do you know who Selena Gomez is?
I do know who Selena Gomez is. She was in Wizards of Waverly Place.
Exactamundo.
Yes.
And do you know who Hailey Bieber is?
Based on the last name, I'm going to assume that's Justin Bieber's wife,
Indeed, Rooney.
which is crazy that Justin Bieber's married
Right.
to me.
So there's been a lot of drama surrounding these three people. And most of this drama has been spoon-fed to me in the late night hours when I'm trying to fall asleep to YouTube videos.
Correct.
And suddenly there's some woman on my screen who's just like, let me explain to you why Hailey Bieber is the topic of conversation right now in the moment. So all this information has been shoved into my head and now I have it. So I need to tell somebody
Okay.
or I'm going to go insane. So
And I'm your test subject.
yeah, I've titled this Explaining the Justin Hailey Bieber Situation to My Boyfriend. Does anyone actually care? No. And that's why it's fun to talk about, which leads me to a very brief disclaimer.
Oh boy.
I am not going into this as an investigative journalist, and I am not the court of public opinion. None of this really matters. I do think it's important to point out that all three of these people, Hailey, Justin, and Selena, grew up as child stars.
Yes.
They grew up in the public eye around some of the weirdest people on the planet.
Yes.
So
And I think that affects the way that you develop as a person.
it does. So not only did they grow up in the public eye, but like they have to contend with that as well.
Correct.
So if anybody's ever doing something weird in this story, I think it's important to remember, like, why would they be doing that? It's because they're weird and their whole life has been weird. So
Yeah, and maybe it's important to say, at least I don't have anything against Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, or his wife Hailey Bieber.
Me neither.
I don't know them personally.
I
don't
have no negative opinion about any three of these people.
Yeah.
Very neutral party
Yeah.
coming in here. I think we're the right people to cover this story. So let's just tuck that into our halos as we dive into this hell of a story. God, I'm good. Justin Bieber is at the heart of this poisoned chest cavity. So let's start there. Justin Bieber is a 31-year-old. Wild.
He's only 31.
He's 31.
That's-
I thought he was 18.
He's a year older than me.
He's
I thought
a
he was
year
younger
older
than me.
you. I know. In my head, he's 10.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's precious baby boy. He's a Canadian pop sensation. He's a lifelong Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Yes, he is.
Which I respect. That's like being a Cubs fan before 2016.
That's it. Like, honestly, shout out. Like, you're
know.
a real fan. If
He's
you
a
stick
real
with the Maple
fan.
Leafs, like, that's
Yeah.
good for you.
Justin was raised by a single mom, so they did not have a lot of creature comforts when he was growing up. Justin also took to music when he was just a little guy. I mean, like 2-3 years old. He's banging around on a little set of play bongos and stuff. I mean, it's precious. He also taught himself how to play guitar and started performing on the street. Somehow he convinced his mom to let him busk. And apparently he was so successful at busking because he's like
A cute kid.
7
Yeah.
and he has a great voice. So he's out there singing guitar and he's getting all the money. And all the other buskers hated his
Oh, I
ass.
bet.
They hated him. At one point he got robbed by another busker. And he only got a few blocks away before another busker had to chase him down and be like, you stole from a child. Bring the money back.
What are we doing? Yeah.
And he did.
Hey, shout out to the
Because it's
buskers of
Canada.
Toronto. Yeah, seriously.
I know. Even the thieves have a heart of gold. They're like, you know what? You're right. Stole from a baby. He also tried to write his own songs when he was very young. So big moment. When he was 12 years old, again, precious baby boy. He looks 5 years old this whole time. He competed in a local singing competition, and his mom recorded that competition and uploaded it to YouTube because his grandma couldn't be there in person and she wanted to see.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So that clip of him singing at that competition went absolutely viral.
Right.
And that opened up this whole new like YouTube sensation that was Justin Bieber.
Okay.
That's what got him started.
That's so cool to think that
Isn't
like
that interesting?
that was before the era of like making things for virality.
Yes.
Right. Like that's
This
a
was
very
before the
genuine thing of
YouTuber.
like that's what YouTube was used for, which was
Yeah.
oh, we're across the country. Your grandma can't be here. I'll upload this video because I don't know how else to send a video to someone besides YouTube. And then she can watch it because she's not here.
Exactly.
And then it goes viral.
And it's just titled like Justin singing Neo,
yeah.
and that's it.
Right.
But that video got like 2 million views. And so he started uploading to YouTube, like singing covers more regularly. And he got 100,000 subscribers within his first year, which for the very
That's
early days
crazy.
of YouTube, that's nuts.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if you had 1 million subscribers, you were the top performer on YouTube back then.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, all those guys back in the day, like Smosh.
Oh.
I think they broke
Oh.
1 million and it was like, they're the #1 channel of all time. Nobody's ever going to top
I thought
this.
they were a genius. I don't
Yeah.
know they tapped into the moment really well.
They really did. They had something going on for that. But
They did.
this is during the era of like, Justin's mom probably uploaded it and people started commenting. And then this is when like old people would upload videos, be like, you don't have permission to watch this video. It's like, it's public.
We're on a public platform. This is not your Facebook page, But yeah, so the video went very viral
Okay.
because he's precious baby boy with the voice of a cherub. So
Yes.
obviously, older people are thinking it's adorable, and very importantly, girls his age
Right.
find this video.
And he's like 12 or something around now.
He's 12 years old. So 12-year-old girls find this video and they're like, "Oh my god, the most beautiful man I've ever seen is in Toronto right now."
Right. And we've just gotten out of, in America at least, the kind of pop star in sync phase,
We've
right?
been craving it for a while because the 90s and the very early 2000s, pop sensations left, right, and center. Like we had the Backstreet Boys and we had NSYNC and we had, what's that other band that I listened to all the time with my sister? Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a throwback.
Remember?
Yeah.
And not even mentioning like all the solo pop stars like Britney Spears and
Sure.
Mariah Carey of that time. But then like mid-aughts, those bands kind of fell off. They weren't getting the kind of numbers that they were.
Well,
at
a
the
lot of them went
time.
into solo acts, right? Like Justin Timberlake broke off into
Right.
solo.
Some of the
and-
bands broke up
Yeah.
and like we just weren't in the boy band moment anymore. So we were looking for like a new thing. Justin was going to be the new thing in a really big and embarrassing way. Now, Justin garnered a lot of homegrown fans, most of them teenage girls.
Yeah.
But he also captured the attention of music manager Scooter Braun,
Scooter.
who you might know is the guy that Taylor Swift spent 2 years professionally hating. Scooter tracks down Justin Bieber's mom's phone number. This is insane because the story changes every time they ask him, like, how did you find Justin Bieber? And the story he kind of tells most often is that he was just out late one night with his friends and he came home and was watching YouTube videos and he just stumbled upon Justin Bieber's video. Could have happened.
Could have. A lot of people did that.
I think he's weird and I think he does weird things.
Yeah.
But
The general rule, if somebody is weird, they don't stop doing weird things.
No.
If they have a history of doing weird things. Right.
So he's a weirdo and somehow he finds Justin Bieber. Now, this was in the days before you couldn't just like message the YouTube channel and guarantee a response. So he messages
No.
the YouTube channel, but Justin Bieber's mom runs it and probably didn't even know that you could receive messages on it.
That's right. Back in the day, you used to be able to message, like YouTube had an
Yeah.
IM, like an internal messenger like system. I forgot
Yes.
about that.
I know,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But she didn't respond. And so he started calling around every school in Toronto trying to figure out where this kid went to school
That's weird.
and found it. And then the school's like, oh, like, because the school didn't know that Justin Bieber was uploading on YouTube and becoming kind of this viral sensation.
Right.
So it was news to them. So then they started playing his videos like in the hallways at the school,
no.
which is not cool. It might be cool now, but it's at the time.
Oh man, you're gonna get bullied.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sweating in my cargo shorts at the thought of that. But yeah, Scooter Braun somehow finally tracked down his mom's phone number. They talked. He convinced her to come out to LA. Hey, we'll wine and dine you. Like, we just really want to meet this kid. And she was very hesitant, not because Scooter Braun represents like the music industry, which is very predatory, and her son is only 12, maybe 13 years old at this time.
Right.
But because Scooter Braun is Jewish. And Justin Bieber's mother is very, very Christian.
Ah, I see.
She writes about this in her book.
She published a book.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And she writes
Oh,
about
yeah,
how she didn't
she
trust
did.
this Jewish music
Yeah.
manager.
That is what kept her at bay. And she prayed to God about it. It really sent her like a crisis of the spirit where she had to like talk to God and be like, why couldn't you send me a good Christian man, a good Christian label?
Look, okay. Okay, great. Valid. It goes against your faith, whatever.
Oh,
That's
bullshit.
that's not even like top 4 weird things, top 5 weird things
He
about this
called
guy.
around every school in Toronto to
No.
try to get a hold of your kid.
Jewish doesn't even enter the
I'm
conversation. at
shooting
this
you
point.
with a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird, a shooter, Bron. Sorry. But yeah. So this Christianity thing is going to stay relevant, by the way, so tuck it away, because Justin Bieber was raised very Christian.
Of course.
And that is going to be a mainstay in his life. So tuck that away. So let's abandon him for a second to talk about another main character in the story, Selena Gomez. Heard of her? Probably not. She's only a Disney Channel star, pop singer, fashion icon, beauty brand owner, and Borden Milk representative. Now, Selena, like Justin, grew up in a home with a single mom who supported the family financially and really struggled to do so.
Interesting.
She started acting when she was very tiny. She was a cast member in Barney.
Oh,
And
wow.
she is the cutest. I thought Justin was cute. Selena Gomez was actually the cutest
I
kid I've
bet
ever seen in
like,
my life.
Definition cute as a button.
She's
Yeah.
just precious. I can't believe it. So then she later found more fame and success on the Disney Channel as Alex in Wizards of Waverly Place.
That's right. That's right.
Are you a Disney kid? Did you
Yeah, I
grow
grew
up on the Disney
Disney.
Channel?
Yeah.
I never watched Disney. I was like a Nickelodeon stalwart.
I watched it all. I loved Disney Channel. I loved Disney 101. I loved Disney XD. I loved Nickelodeon, Nick at
Interesting.
Night, Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
Boomerang. Like I
Because
watched them all.
All the girls that were getting famous on Disney Channel around this time, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato. I knew their names because they were on magazines and they were all
That's right.
over TV. But I never watched Disney Channel, so I didn't know like what their particular thing was.
Yeah.
Like, why is Miley Cyrus famous and
Yeah.
like what's different between her and Demi Lovato? I couldn't have told you at the
Well,
time.
what's interesting, it seems like Disney had a bigger hit rate for child stars in terms of like how big they got.
It's a
like,
machine.
You know, think about, again, like you just said, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez versus like the kids on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, which I think was a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, or Zoe 101.
Or Zoe 101. I was just thinking Zoe 101.
Drake and Josh.
You know,
Yeah.
which I think Zoe 101, she decided to take a step back, didn't she?
She got pregnant.
She got pregnant. That's what it was. Yeah.
Big scandal at the time.
Big scandal. I remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drake and Josh, like, which Drake Bell had a bit of a career, and Josh eventually started doing more serious acting after Drake and Josh.
Yeah, but as far as, like,
they weren't on
stardom,
magazines. Yeah, that's the
no.
thing. Like
Yeah.
back in like the early aughts, early 2010s, it was if you were on a magazine, if you were on like the Teen Vogue or whatever it was, like the teen pop magazines. Tiger Beat. There you go. That was a big deal. That's
Yeah.
how you knew you were like, you're going to win the Teen Choice Awards and the Nick
Yeah.
at Night Choice Awards and that kind of thing. Yeah.
And Selena Gomez was very well liked.
She was.
by everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone that I went to school with, people would like talk really negatively about Miley Cyrus,
Mm-hmm.
even while she was still a Disney Channel star. And there were people who hated Hannah Montana. Like that was a huge part of their personality, was
sure.
just hating it. I didn't hear anybody ever say anything negative about Selena Gomez.
I wonder what that's about.
They just liked her.
Yeah.
She does have this charm. She has this very like nuanced charm. She's very sweet. She's very smart. And I think she does come from like very humble beginnings,
Yeah.
which a lot of Disney Channel stars don't. I mean, Miley Cyrus is Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter,
Yeah, but
and Dolly Parton is her godmother.
Right.
Like that's not a normal life. It's
No.
much harder to tap into empathy for people who grow up like that.
I guess so. I do think it's unfair to hold that against her.
Absolutely, it is. I'm
You
not
know?
saying we should hate Miley Cyrus. I'm a big fan of
of
Miley
course
Cyrus, but I just think like Selena Gomez comes through, and you're like, I feel like I went to school with her because
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
she was like the most normal of the bunch, I would say. So I think we're all familiar with the Disney machine at this point, so we all know what happens next. After Wizards of Waverly Place, she launches a music career. Okay. Oh, by the way, she's named after Selena Quintanilla.
You've told me about this before.
You need to not act like you don't know who Selena is.
I think you've played her music for me before, right? She's a musician?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But here in my room.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
come on. She was an icon. Okay, now, so that's Selena and that's Justin. Now, last but certainly not least, we need to talk about Hailey Bieber, aka Hailey Baldwin. Hailey is the daughter of Stephen Baldwin.
Okay, not Alec Baldwin.
An actor who shows up in movies like 8 Seconds and The Usual Suspects. His 3 brothers, William, Daniel, and Alec, are also actors.
Related to Alec Baldwin.
So,
okay.
Hailey aspired to be a classical ballerina when she was very young, but a foot injury ended that aspiration pretty early because that's always what happens.
Yeah.
Every time somebody says, I really wanted to be a ballerina, you know the next part of that sentence is going to be, but then my knee exploded.
Right. That's kind of
So I
like the
can't do
football
it.
story. It's like, yeah, I was going to go professional and then I blew out my knee.
It is too
You
bad.
know?
There are clips of Hailey when she's very young. I think she must be 16 or 17, but she's beautiful.
Really?
I don't know anything about ballet, so she could suck, but to me, she looks damn good. So when that dream fell apart, she started modeling. And when you have the heat of the Baldwin name on your back, you do not have to start with local print magazines. No, she started with Ford. She started with Teen Vogue. She started walking for Dolce and Gabbana like immediately.
How old was she when this was going on?
Oh, she must have been freshly 18.
Damn.
Yeah, immediately.
That's
So-
going to change the way you view the world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, in a big way. Now, you and I both work in the film industry. We've talked about this before, but it feels and looks very big. It's actually so small. Like, you're never more than 1 degree of separation from anybody.
Yeah. I bet if you and I did the math, we're probably connected to all 3 of these people by probably 1 degree.
1 person away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's another important thing that people don't talk about with this, because there's going to be a lot of really weird coincidences. And I think people think a lot of them are more suspicious because they don't realize how tiny the industry is.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the thing. Me saying like we're 1 degree of separation away, that's not even a bragging thing. That's
No.
like, that is just how small the industry is.
It-
you know,
yeah.
when you work on TV shows, you work in the studio system for long enough, eventually you just meet people, work with people, like you're kind of connected to everybody because there's so few people that actually work in production in the film industry.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I think that's probably going to be the case for this. It becomes a very messy web very quickly.
Very messy.
You know?
But it's important to, like, they're all within the same age and they all grew up in the industry. So
Right.
they all know the same people. They probably have a lot of the same friends. They go to the same places. A lot of them are going to have similar brand deals.
Sure.
I think that's something else important to keep in mind as
Yeah,
we get
well,
into the weirder parts of this.
I mean, that's what with kids television specifically, right?
Oh, boy,
The weirdness
yeah.
starts when you talk about like Dan Schneider, right? When you think about Dan Schneider, like he had dozens of shows across
oh,
a decade
the
or
guy
2
was
decades.
raking in money for Nickelodeon.
He was, and that's the thing. He was using the same people across all those shows because that's
Yeah.
how the industry works.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, if you find a good script supervisor, you just work with them forever.
forever. I know.
You don't need to find a new guy.
That's how I got my career. I worked with one crew for the Duplass brothers, and then they liked me enough. They just kept bringing me to all their other shows. You know,
one job usually leads into another job.
Exactly.
Which is why if you have to pass on one, it's a big deal. You're not
It
just
is.
passing on one job, you're passing on like 16 maybe.
it's a very like it seems very nepotistic, but at the same time, it's like no, you're there and you're doing the job, and they like you. They're going to hire you.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's. I imagine these connections get really tight really quickly.
They do.
Yeah.
So it's 2009.
Okay.
Justin releases 2 songs, One Time and One Less Lonely Girl. These songs are well received, you could say. So he's invited to perform on the Today Show. Now, he's not ultra famous yet.
Okay.
He has an internet following and he's released these 2 singles that go over pretty damn well, but he hasn't released that first album. That first album is really when Justin Bieber, you get those like shots of 100 teen girls chasing him down the street.
Right. And this is before
Like-
the era of having an internet following meaning something in the grander scheme
Right.
of media.
It mostly just
Yeah.
means that like your clips are still getting good views on YouTube.
Right.
So he's going to perform on the Today Show, but a generation of fan fiction writers are reaching for their gel pens, but they're not quite writing the stories yet. That's where we're at. So he performs, gets off stage, and he is immediately introduced to Stephen Baldwin, who is there with his daughter, 13-year-old Hailey. This is all filmed, by the way. The first time they meet
Really?
is filmed forever. Isn't that interesting? How many people can say that about their life? Now, Hailey and Justin both remember meeting each other at this moment, but Hailey claims that she was not a believer at this moment.
A believer. I
Yeah.
forgot about that
She
phrase.
was just there with her dad. And why was he there? That's not entirely clear. Now, Stephen and Hailey, important, are both devout Christians.
Okay.
And they all end up going to the same church. Selena, Hailey, Justin, Stephen Baldwin, they all go to the same Hillsong church here in LA.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, it could have been some church connection, but also his daughter's 13, Justin Bieber is like 14. She could have been a fan of his online presence and she's just downplaying it.
Maybe.
But also totally possible that she has not heard of this kid yet.
Yeah. Well, and with churches, it's like LA, it's hard to remember that, but in churches and small communities, that's where you meet people. You all go to the same church. That's
Yeah.
just how it works.
Right.
you know?
And like how many super devout Christians are in the entertainment industry? That's an
Right.
even tinier petri dish.
That is
So,
a tiny, tiny sector of things. Yeah.
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 I know a lot of crew members are atheists. Okay, so 2009 is also the year that Justin met Selena Gomez. This is a big year for Justin Bieber. Apparently, this meeting was orchestrated by Justin's manager, Scooter.
Interesting.
And what unravels over the next year is a long and drawn out will they, won't they in the press, which looking back is super fucking weird. Like Ellen and these other grown ass
Yeah,
adults
that's
are
right.
interviewing Selena Gomez, who again is like 15, 16 at this time. And they're like, so Justin Bieber, he's kind of cute. What do you guys, have you guys gone out? Have you guys kissed? And she is like a professional. She's just
That's
like,
cool.
no, he's so cute. He has so much talent. He's so great. But like, he's like a little brother. I mean, there's
Right.
nothing there. I don't know. She handles it with way more grace. I would have been so awkward and
That's
weird.
the thing. Like that's an inappropriate question for family members to ask. Which
inappropriate.
you do
That's
you do
weird.
it at dinner because it's kind of funny, right? Like that's as an adult, you ask a kid, "So are you dating Selena?" And then they go, "So, Dad, stop!" And then it's like, "Ha ha 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 ha!"
But in
right?
an auditorium
But doing
full
it
of people
on live television, that's crazy.
and magazines are there, like with their pens out, like ready to write it down. It's
my gosh.
just
Our obsession with non-adult superstars and what they're doing is unhealthy. It's incredibly
non-adult is an interesting word to use.
children. I mean, they're children, right? Like anybody under
They
the age
are-
of 18, they're non-adult. They're children. It's like we forget that.
We do. We
You
don't
know?
treat them like they did not treat Selena Gomez or Justin Bieber like they were the ages as that they were.
No.
I mean, Justin Bieber also was receiving a lot of weird sexual harassment from
Yeah.
interviewers at this time, like full-grown women kind of flirting with him because it's funny and it'll get clicks. And I'm just like, are you forgetting that this is a 14-year-old boy?
I know. Well, it reminds me of what you've told me about like women who get work done on their face. If you get too much work done, the thing is, if you're really young and you get it done, the work is supposed to make you look like you're 40. And
Right.
women who are 60, that's great.
Yeah, but
Women
if you're 25,
if you're 25, it doesn't look. And I feel like a similar thing happens when you're a pop star. If you're a pop star, you're automatically just in the adult ranks.
you're in your 20s.
Yeah, you're not. It doesn't matter what age you are. You're
No.
automatically put up to the adult ranks because that's the rest of the media. The media has to operate within the adult sphere.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a very adult space.
It
So
is.
then, like a 14-year-old boy comes on, and nobody knows what to do with him. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll just treat him like Brad Pitt.
Right. We can't talk about Bluey.
Yeah, that's boring. Nobody wants to talk about it. Poor kid. So it's 2010. So 1 year of this goes by. Bieber fever has officially wiped out every girl between the ages of 9 and 14.
Gosh, this era, it's like Bieber fever, Twilight, Harry Potter.
Everybody,
Like-
every boy in my middle school had that Justin Bieber haircut.
Yes.
That bowl cut.
Yes.
And they were acting like they didn't get it because of Justin Bieber. And I'm like, no. Elvis created that little curl thing, and suddenly every man in America has that haircut. Is
Yeah.
that supposed to be a coincidence? Women were just throwing their panties at him, and men didn't go, I wonder how I can be like Elvis. So Selena and Justin also start officially dating
Okay.
towards the end of 2009 or towards 2010, whatever. This whole relationship is so messy timeline-wise because they're both famous teenagers and they break up and get back together, break up and get back together constantly. And there was a sizable
Right.
portion of believers who hated Selena because she's dating their man,
Yeah.
which is something that we see in fandoms all the time.
Are we going to talk about your fandom right now?
I'm not in a fandom. I am
Are you
adjacent
sure? Are you sure you
to
want
a
to say that?
fandom.
Are you sure you want to say that right now on the record? Because I've heard you say some colorful things about the people that Hosier's dates.
I'm sweating. Now, Justin's career is skyrocketing. He's in this new relationship with Selena Gomez, which really aids his career.
Yeah.
I don't know if it aided her career in the same way. Might have. But this is why there's some speculation that Scooter Braun kind of set these two up on purpose because she had like a lot of heat coming from Disney and she was also a rising pop star.
Sure.
She had a lot of girls who were huge fans of her. So it feels like there would be crossover there. It could be
Yeah.
very powerful couple, but also Justin and Selena would go on to have like a 10-year long on again, off again.
I remember
relationship.
that as a kid. And I mean, it's, again, with how small the industry is, it's not totally, I actually can say for a fact, I would bet money, cash on the table, that Scooter and Stephen Baldwin know each other personally.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
Selena
again,
Gomez's
are
dad.
1 degree from separation.
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
so Justin Bieber's manager and Selena's dad probably go to dinner, know each other, have talked. Like, it would not surprise me at all.
Probably.
Yeah.
So they're in this new relationship together. They're pursuing their music careers.
Mm-hmm.
Selena is acting. Hailey is sort of off in the background this whole time.
Okay.
She attends the premiere of Justin's documentary, Never Say Never, in early 2011, which I did see in
I
theaters.
remember that.
That same year, she went to one of his shows while he was on tour, and the
Okay.
two took a picture together. And then Hailey is also very active on Twitter at this time, and she's very vocal about her support of Jelena, Justin and Selena together. Here are some of her tweets that she released.
Oh boy.
I'm for sure 100% hashtag Jelena. I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream. Selena Gomez is so friggin' good looking. Now, this is when things get a little weird.
Oh boy.
In 2012, Justin and Selena are on a date in New York City. When they
Okay.
get back to the hotel, they get mobbed by fans and paparazzi. And in the background of the paparazzi footage, you see Hailey Baldwin. Now, when I first saw this clip, I'm thinking, okay, this is not the weirdest thing in the world. She is the daughter of, she's in a famous family. They're in New York all the time. I think Alec was shooting a show in New York at this time, maybe hosting SNL, which Hailey Baldwin also showed up on SNL
Probably
with
30
Alec
Rock.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
It's not unfeasible that they would be in New York at the same time, staying at the same super fancy hotel. But then a girl named Dana posted a video on YouTube in 2019.
Oh boy.
Dana was a believer, self-proclaimed. She went to 55 shows and ran an online fan account with over 200,000 followers. So she and Hailey became pretty close confidants as they rose through the ranks of Justin Bieber online fan culture, because there is a hierarchy in fandom. There are like top dogs, you got the middling men, and then you got the newbies. It's like military grade.
So wait, at this point, Hailey
Yeah.
Baldwin, not Bieber yet.
Hailey Baldwin.
Hailey Baldwin, soon to be Justin Bieber's wife,
Yeah.
is a top dog in the online Justin Bieber fandom.
She's a massive fan.
Interesting.
Massive fan.
That's crazy.
point.
Okay. Okay.
So Dana says that they talked all the time. And Dana has scrolling receipts, by the way. And from Hailey's verified account.
Okay.
So it's all real. They knew when he was going on tour, date cancellations, what city he was going to be in, and in the case of a certain 2012 sushi date, which hotel he would be staying at. Because Dana grew up in New York. So anytime Justin was in New York, she knew which hotel he was staying at. And Hailey asked her for that information.
Oh boy.
And Dana gave it to her. And then Hailey showed up.
So this is like entering stalker levels of stuff.
So according to Dana, when Hailey got this information, she would use it to bump into Justin. So like, she's a Baldwin, right? So she's trying to use that angle. So she's like, I'm just going to go get dinner at this hotel, or I'm going to walk by the hotel, or I'm just going to be in a coffee shop across the street from the hotel. And then we can cross each other on the street and just, oh, hi, yeah, you met my dad. That's what she was trying to do. Oh, it's a good move. That's really smart.
Yeah. Having a rich and famous dad kind of helps with that, I think.
Yeah. Also helps that at this time, she starts becoming pretty close with Kylie Jenner and the other Jenners.
Oh, the Jenners are on the rise at this point.
And if there's anyone who's well connected in Hollywood, it is the Jenner family and the Kardashians. So things like that. Hailey has also since gone through these conversations and deleted some of her messages, specifically the message where she asks for the hotel. But all the rest of that conversation is still there. So
Now, maybe this is not an important detail. They're all adults at this point, right? No, still not adults.
no, this is 2000. What year did I say? Justin Bieber's like 15 or 16.
Okay.
So Hailey would be 14 or 15.
So it's children stalking children.
Children stalking children.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is what fandom does to you. If you want more video evidence of Hailey's fandom, we've got it. In 2012, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Ashley Tisdale, and some other very famous youngsters made a goofy photo booth parody of Carly Rae Jepsen's song Call Me Maybe. I remember how viral this went.
Yes.
Dana, Hailey Baldwin, and other members of the online fan community remade that video.
Obsession.
She's in it.
Obsession.
She's a fan. Now, reminder, because we were getting into some creepy territory here. Hailey was 16 years old at this time. She doesn't have to worry about school because she was homeschooled until she was like 14. And she doesn't have a shift at Wendy's. So she's got a lot of time on her hands. And when our parents get a lot of time on their hands, they start believing in aliens. But when teenage girls have time. They make zines about Daniel Radcliffe. That's just when you got the time. These are the hobbies that you can choose from.
Did you used to make zines of Daniel Radcliffe?
Absolutely not. I wasn't into Harry Potter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
According to Dana, Hailey and other members of the fandom did the same thing for Shawn Mendes and Harry Styles. Now, it's important to know that Hailey would go on to date Shawn Mendes.
Really?
Yes. What separates Hailey from the rest of these fans is that she was in a station where she could actually meet these people.
Right. She gets backstage passes. She gets to go to the fancy hotels.
Her family's status legitimizes her in a way because celebrities don't typically date fans.
No.
It just creates a really weird power imbalance that's impossible to equalize. So Hailey can get into the same room as these guys and act like she's not a fan. She's just another member of the same tax bracket.
Right.
So it gives her a really good in. But she's still a 16-year-old girl. So she's still a fan of these guys. Of course she is. So it's just really weird dichotomy here. So let's check in on Selena and Justin. How's this going? It's not going well. This relationship was on again, off again, and the first time they went off was in November 2012. A week later, they were back together. And then a month later, they broke up again. This is the rhythm of the relationship for the remainder of the relationship. Okay. The specifics really don't matter. People have created whole timelines of like, this is when 15-year-old Selena called Justin, and then they're spotted having a coffee in the West Village. Like, I think we're getting in the weeds here.
Yeah, get a life. I don't know. If you're following teenage pop stars around and making timelines of their life, get a life. Like, actually do something else with your life. You're wasting the gift of life that you've been given. You're supposed to do more with it than follow around teenage pop stars and make timelines of their dating history. That's insane.
Yeah, just lay in your bed and yearn like I do. So what is a constant is Justin Bieber's enigmatic Instagram posting, which continues to this day.
Really?
This is something that will just continue throughout Justin's life. Justin's been doing the same very strange things on Instagram. And he's doing weird things on Instagram right now, and people are very concerned. They're like, I'm worried he's falling off the deep end. Like, maybe he's having a breakdown. And I'm like, he's always been like this. This is his Instagram page.
He just makes crazy posts on Instagram.
Yeah, he's just like Throwback Thursday, and it's his ex-girlfriend. Sometimes he just uploads photos of Adriana Lima or like other famous supermodels. Sometimes it's just like him on a horse. And you're like, what is going on? Like, it's just, it makes no sense.
I mean, do people forget that like being a pop star as a child messes with the rest of your development as a human being?
I would say if the worst thing he's doing is being weird on Instagram, he's doing incredibly well.
That's a win. That's a win.
Take the win, okay? So, okay, another important thing here. In 2013, Selena Gomez was diagnosed with lupus and began a very public treatment plan.
That's right.
That will come into play several times here.
I remember that.
So this chaos continues through 2014. We're 4 years into this chaotic relationship. All of it is playing out in the public eye, by the way. Horrible. During one of their on spells, so Selena and Justin are together, Selena Gomez attended Coachella with who? Kendall and Kylie Jenner.
Oh. Okay.
After the festival, Selena unfollowed both of them on Instagram.
Oh, drama.
We don't know why. But it's rumored that Selena found out that Kendall or Kylie or both had a little fling with Justin, which is something he has since confirmed.
Like during their off spells?
Like during one of their off spells. And Selena was like, you're a bad friend. And they had a breaking up.
That does make you a bad friend.
That does make you better. If that's what happened, but we don't know for sure if that's what happened or not.
No, but if you're dating somebody and your relationship is a little tumultuous and you're a teenager, I mean, this is a very typical kind of story. If you go on a break with your boyfriend, and your friend sleeps or dates your on-break boyfriend, that makes you a bad person.
You put them in the trunk of your car.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
What are you talking about?
You can't be like that.
No. Off limits.
Be a good friend.
You can sleep. Also, you gotta think, the Jenners can sleep with anyone in the entire world.
Why you gotta go after Justin?
You don't need to sleep with that one guy that your friend broke up with recently.
Be a good friend.
Be a good friend. They don't know the definition. Who else is friends with the Jenners, by the way? I forget. Hailey Baldwin. That's right. She's very close friends with the Jenners. Let's see if that's relevant here. Now, Selena and Justin continue to break up, get back together. In 2014, they attended Paris Fashion Week together. While they were there, Justin grabbed dinner and drinks with who? Kendall Jenner. So Selena and Justin were spotted at the airport the next morning, mid-argument, and they left on separate flights.
Oh.
So later that same year, Kendall Jenner, Hailey Baldwin, and Justin Bieber are all spotted grabbing dinner together. And a few months after that, Justin and Hailey go out together alone.
Is this during an off spell between him and Selena?
Yes.
Oh boy.
They start hanging out a lot. Although they're both claiming that they're just friends. But they're posting a lot of pictures of each other on Instagram. Justin is also focusing a lot on sobriety and religion at this time. Selena's releasing music, and Hailey is just vibing. Hailey and Justin spent New Year's Eve together in Turks and Caicos with their families,
Okay.
while Selena Gomez was in Dubai with Kendall Jenner,
Interesting.
which is interesting. So did they squash the beef?
I imagine
What happened there?
being a celebrity at such a young age and being introduced to all these people, it just, all the relationships you have just become so messy and intertwined because of all this stuff. You
Yeah.
know, it's one thing to grow up as a teenager in America, and like, you remember how messy being a teenager is. You know, it's like you make so many mistakes. You mess up relationships. You mess up friendships. You make bad calls. You hurt people's feelings. And imagine doing that in the public eye, and TMZ is taking pictures of it. You know, it's like, that's got to be so hard on a person, you know? Because, like, yes, they're pop stars. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever. They're still kids. And that's not fair. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. Like, everybody agrees with this. This is such a soft take.
But it is very easy, I think. If I'm here, I'm just going to sell myself out
Okay.
here. If I went to a friend's house for dinner and my friend is a multimillionaire, screw it, let's make him a billionaire.
Sure.
And their little kid comes down the stairs and they're wearing like little cute footsie pajamas and all their Christmas presents are laid out under the tree and they're getting a pony and they're going to go to Turks and Caicos for Christmas. I kind of resent the kid a little bit.
Really?
I do. Because I'm like, you didn't fucking have to do anything for this. You literally just rolled out of your mom's womb and
Yeah.
into a lap of luxury. And here I am scooping horse shit for minimum wage.
I mean,
you
I do
know?
think it's definitely hard to not.
It's tough.
It's not to not have resentment. I think so.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what it is. It's like this. The cultural zeitgeist is an unspoken sense of resentment towards these kids.
Yeah.
Because of the success they're
much.
having. Right.
Especially if you're a pop star.
Yeah.
That's like every kid's dream at some point. It's
It
like,
is, yeah.
I'm going to be a famous musician. I want to be in like an arena of people wearing my t-shirt. It's a very like egotistical, weird
Sure.
dream that for some reason we all have. But at some point, I think a lot of us are like, yeah, we want to be famous movie stars or
Right,
pop stars.
right.
And we want to be friends with these really attractive, fun people who get to fly on private jets and
Right.
go wherever they want to go and be with whoever they want to be with.
Right, because what we see is a lack of responsibility, a lack of problems, right? You get to be in Paris for the week.
Yeah, you don't have to be weird in high school. You're Justin Bieber.
Right,
Everybody
exactly.
already thinks you're hot and important. You know?
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is ultimately. It's like it's an unspoken kind of meta of resentment that a lot of
Yeah.
people might have for kids who are finding success, which again, it is unfair towards the kids.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the media industry isn't making it easy on them, you know?
No, it's not an easy life.
No,
actually.
not at all.
So there is this theory that I think is a little far-fetched, if I'm being perfectly honest. But there's this theory that's popped up online about Kendall pulling Selena Gomez out of the way so that Hailey could be alone with Justin on New Year's Eve.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Selena, do you want to go here
To Dubai.
to Dubai for this New Year's Eve?
We're gonna go party.
knowing that her friend
Hailey is trying to make Justin Bieber happen.
Ah,
Which that wouldn't be the craziest thing I've
No.
ever heard. Here's the thing I used to do. I was in love with this one man in high school, and I was just trying to trick him into loving me for 4 years.
which always works, doesn't it?
It did work beautifully, didn't it? That's why he's here. But I read up on color psychology, and I found out that men are most attracted to women when they're wearing red, blue, or black. And I just cycled through those colors for 2 years,
Oh boy.
being like, he's gonna do it. And then one time he talked to me when I was wearing a black t-shirt, and I wore that black t-shirt every week.
Every day.
I'd go home and wash it and then just put it right back on. I'm like, he loves this t-shirt. He thinks I'm beautiful in this t-shirt. He's
Right.
gonna ask me out
Clearly
when I'm
it's
in
the
this
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm in Hailey's position and I got to do what I got to do to make it happen.
The more I hear from my female friends about them being teenagers and the stuff they did to earn the attention of other teenage boys,
We were working so hard.
women did so much more. Girls in high school did so much more than boys in high school.
So much work.
100%.
Oh my God.
You
it's
guys
a
really put in
part-time
the
job.
effort, and you have the worst time because at that point, all boys are idiots. and they don't notice anything.
Can I tell you my cupcake story?
Yes, please tell me your cupcake story.
So, okay, same boy in high. I was loyal. I was a loyal servant. He was 1 year older than I was. So
Okay.
he was a senior in high school. I was a junior, and he was graduating, and I was devastated. But the seniors got out 1 week earlier than the rest of us did. So I stayed up the whole night before the very last day of school, and I made one single cupcake, and I decorated it with pink frosting and red heart sprinkles. And I put it in a little Tupperware, and I brought it to school first thing in the morning. I got to school 2 hours early because I knew where he was going to be. Obviously, I knew what club he had. I knew what classroom. So I was just standing outside the classroom, and I'm just waiting for him. And I'm sweating so much that I have to keep like wiping the Tupperware down, like with my pants or something, because I'm sweating all over the Tupperware. And my friends show up, and they're standing by the lockers, and we're making small talk, and they're like, what's that? What's in the Tupperware? Is that your lunch? And I was like, no, it's a cupcake. And they look at the cupcake, and they see the heart sprinkles, and they're like, oh my God, you're going to tell him. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to tell him that I love him. And they were like, oh my God, this is amazing. They go off, and they sit like in a way where they can watch through the classroom window. And I'm begging them to not do that, please. And they're like, no, we just want you to support you. Like, this is such a big day. And then he shows up. And I immediately start crying.
Why did you start crying?
He shows up and he sets all of his film equipment down and he goes, Lindsey. And he crosses the room and he gives me a big hug and I just bawl. I start not just like a little cinematic tear. I'm like, it's like, and I put a bunch of makeup on that day.
Oh no.
And he's wearing a white shirt. So he pulls away and my face goes with him. And he goes, what's going on? What's wrong? What happened? What's in the Tupperware? And I open it and there's a little heart cupcake in there. And I go, I love you. I've loved you for 3 years. And you're moving away and you're going to do so many amazing things in your life. And you're a wonderful photographer. And I'm so proud of you. I just spilled 3 years of admiration and love
And
for this
angst,
man.
yeah.
And he's just standing there, no clue. Because we've said maybe 25 words to each other the entire. He had no idea that I felt this way. Everybody else did. He did not know. So I'm just like spewing, and I can't stop talking. I'm talking for a really long time. Just, I love you. You're gonna do amazing things. You're gonna be rich. You're gonna go to Mars. You're gonna do all these wonderful. You're gonna be.
This is such a canon event for most teenage girls, I think.
I can't stop talking. I'm revealing how much information I know about it. I'm like, I've seen your house. Your house is gorgeous. You're gonna live in that beautiful house forever. And your mother, who was a Miss Houston, she's gonna be wonderful forever. Oh. And then finally I stopped talking and he's so nice. He like takes the cupcake and he puts it down and he goes, oh, I wish you had told me sooner. And then he gave me a nice little hug. And he was like, let's hang out before I leave town. I'd love to spend some time with you. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. And I leave the room and my friends are looking at me and I walk out and I close the door and they go, how did it go? And I puke.
You puked.
I throw it up.
Oh. And that's probably what was happening to Hailey Baldwin as she was doing all of her fandom stalking.
All of this to say, I'm not a stranger to devotion. So, in May of 2015, Selena Gomez goes to the Met Gala. And she gets attacked so viciously because her lupus meds have changed her body. And also she's not 14 anymore.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, they were like, the news was talking about how overweight she is.
How awful she looked.
Oh my
Meanwhile,
gosh.
she looks like Selena Gomez.
She looks fine. Yeah.
She's never had an ugly day in her freaking life. So Justin Bieber shouts from the window of his car, Selena looked gorgeous, as he's driving away from the Met Gala. And 2 months later, the two are spotted together.
Oh,
in public.
And this is after the little tryst that he and Hailey Baldwin had on New Year's.
Exactly.
Okay.
But he reiterates that he's single, and Selena also reiterates that she is single too. They're just hanging out.
Just friends.
So my favorite thing about this weird public triangle is they're all going to the same church at the same time.
Yeah.
They're all like having all of this public drama, and then they're showing up at Hillsong Fresh Things Sunday morning.
Right.
Just like,
Singing hymns
my
and
God
clapping.
is an awesome God. Yeah. Now, the next big thing that happens is the 2015 AMAs. Justin hosted an after party, which he attended with Halsey, who he was collaborating with at the time.
Okay, so not dating, but collaborating.
Not dating, but collaborating with.
Okay.
And Selena Gomez was also invited, and she did make an appearance. She showed up. Hailey Baldwin was also there with a different guy, and it happened to be her birthday. But there are photos of her, and she looks like she's watching her family board the train to Birkenau. She looks distraught. She's devastated. So something clearly happened this night. Like other people have confirmed it. Like sources close to the celebrities have been like, yeah, that wasn't a great night for anybody. But nobody knows why. It's just all these famous people are around and nobody's having a good time.
Probably tear-stained arguments in the back rooms.
Yeah, I'm imagining just
I can't believe you're
throwing
with
a
her.
coat. Yeah. You were talking to her, and Halsey's like asleep with her mouth open.
Yeah, I was just like, what's going
Oh
on?
my God, I'm just here with my shaved head. So, okay. And also something clearly happened. Fans know that something happened because the day after the AMAs, Kendall Jenner sent Hailey Baldwin cupcakes that spell out "fuck him."
Ooh.
What's going on?
Yeah. You don't just do that on a random Tuesday for no
Who's
reason.
the him? Is it the guy that Hailey Baldwin brought? Or is it Justin Bieber? Is it another guy? Is it is it Austin Butler? Is he involved in this?
Austin Butler? I hope not.
But Hailey did upload a video on Snapchat not long after this event where she's sitting in the back of an Uber and a Halsey song comes on and she asks the driver to please change the channel. So there might be beef. Who knows? In 2016, Justin uploads a photo of him and Hailey kissing to Instagram with no caption, by the way. Awesome. Which would seem like a hard launch if this were any other person, but this is Justin Bieber. He's still posting Selena Gomez throwbacks. Like she is his throwback Thursday.
Because he's just unhinged.
Yeah. He's also posting thirst traps and like just big black squares. Like it just, nothing means anything.
Right.
So right after this is one of my favorite parts of this whole story. He's interviewed by GQ magazine.
Okay.
Like a month later. And Hailey is there in the house while they're being interviewed. But she's just like sitting in another room staring at the wall, like not engaging. And the interviewer keeps being like, is this your girlfriend? Does she want to come over and talk? And Justin's like, no, it's not like that. Like, she's just a friend. Meanwhile, there's a photo of them making out on his Instagram. And GQ is like, okay, is this like your friend that you make out with sometimes? And he goes, yeah, something like that. It's a situationship. Wee woo. It's a situationship. That's all this is. So we've reached... What have we reached? Oh, in 2018, the two had a massive falling out. Nobody knows why, but I'm imagining that like you're Hailey Baldwin, you're beautiful, you're rich, you're a Ford fucking model, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go hang out with Drake instead of you. And she does. And they have a huge falling out.
She goes and hangs out with Drake.
She does. They date for like 6 seconds. Justin starts dating Sophia Richie around this time, and immediately, like all of the women that have come before her, she starts getting ragged on ruthlessly by the Beliebers. Justin posted something on Instagram defending her, saying, "This is getting out of hand. If you guys were really my fans, you wouldn't be mean to the people that I like." And who comments on this post? Selena Gomez.
Oh.
These two have a very messy back and forth. He accuses her of using him for attention.
Not the comment
in
war.
the comment section, yes. And she accuses him of cheating multiple times.
Oh, no.
This is social media. This is what it's for. This is the only thing I want to see. If you're not fighting with your ex in the comments, I don't want to hear from you.
Having a comment war is like reserved for boomers.
Yes.
That's insane.
They did it in 2018.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And apparently the feud didn't, or the feud. Apparently the feud didn't last too long because in 2017, Selena Gomez had a kidney transplant and Justin visited her. And shortly after this, the couple were rumored to be seeking couples counseling at Hillsong Church.
I thought they weren't dating.
Yep, now they're back together. They spent Valentine's Day together, but then in March, literally a month later, they broke up for the last time.
Okay.
So this was their last tryst. Okay. Where was Hailey Bieber in all of this? On The Tonight Show, performing a party trick where she cracks open a couple of cold ones with her teeth. And Justin Bieber thought this was very sexy, so he called her the next day, and 2 months later, they were engaged.
Excuse me?
Yeah. After, let's see, 2018, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez met for the first time in 2009, 2010. So this is almost a 10-year-long relationship that finally just ended. 2 months later, you're engaged to another woman.
Suspicious.
I'm sure that 2 months was all you needed. Mm-hmm. Now, I said that Christianity would play a big role, and Hillsong's hymns have been humming under this entire thing. But this quick engagement is really when it leaves the background and pokes its whole head into frame.
Oh boy.
Because Justin was 24 and Hailey was 21. And Justin claimed that he had been celibate for over a year by the time he proposed to Hailey because he claims he was a sex addict and he wanted to get back to God. You know,
As
but
one
we
does.
both went to school in the South. These ages only make sense if you're Christian.
Yeah.
21 and 24, you're getting married after 2 months. Yeah, you want to have sex.
That's all
why.
typically the math works out to be that.
Yeah.
I know in my town, that's how it was. A lot of people who go to the Baptist church, go to the Methodist church, they got to get married like kind of right out of high school or right out of college.
Because they want to have sex.
Because they want to have sex. And it's like super frowned upon in their family. I know people who like their family threatened to disown them
Yeah.
if they found any
Take it very
canoodling
seriously.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some friends who their family, even after being married, won't let them sleep in the same room on family vacations yet.
Yeah.
That's like a thing. I don't know how you get to that point in your religion to where it's taken that seriously, but not my life. I don't have to live that.
No. But yeah, in the South, kids get married very early on so that
do.
they can have sex and start MLMs. We know Southerners, and we also know musicians. In 2019, a year after the engagement, Selena Gomez released Lose You to Love Me, a song which includes the lyrics, "In 2 months, you replaced us like it was easy." So it's pretty clear to me that this song is about global warming.
Yeah.
After this song came out, Hailey posted a picture of Summer Walker's song called "I'll Kill You" to her Instagram story.
What?
This was not the only time that Hailey would post subtle shade on social media, by the way. By the way, she always claims that that's not what she's doing, but some of the timing of this is like, yeah, you are. Just be a mean bitch. You're already rich.
Just lean into it.
Just be like, yeah, fuck you. I don't like my ex. I don't like this ex. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like Selena Gomez. So fans of Justin and Selena and Jelena started doing research on their favorite boy's new fiance, and they found some things, okay? Because you have to remember, Selena Gomez has been right there in the public eye this whole time. Hailey Baldwin is famous, but
She's been in the shadows.
she's kind of
Yeah.
adjacent. She's famous by association. She's not
Right.
famous on her own yet. So the fandom finds her and they go, okay, let's learn everything about this woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. And here's some things that they found. Selena Gomez has a cursive G tattoo behind her ear for her little sister Gracie.
Okay.
And she got that tattoo in 2013. Hailey got the exact same tattoo in the same place in 2015. Weird.
Weird.
Justin gave Selena a ring with a J and a star on it sometime when they were dating. Hailey has a tattoo of that ring on her ring finger.
Oh, wow.
Weird. Selena Gomez started a cooking show in 2022.
Yes, she did.
Hailey started a cooking show in 2023.
Oh, man.
Selena launched her beauty brand, Rare Beauty, in 2020. Hailey launched her beauty brand, Road Beauty, in 2022. There are a lot of side-by-side comparisons of outfits Selena wore and outfits Hailey wore, and they look exactly the same. However, this is where I think people start reaching a little bit. Hollywood, like we said, is very tiny. These women are running in similar circles, and famous people get a lot of free stuff. They get sponsorships and become a part of ad campaigns all the time. So it's not wild to assume that Selena and Hailey are sent similar PR packages
Yeah.
or a free 2-piece set from Free People that they end up wearing that summer. Like, I think the tattoos are weirder. I think the business ventures are weirder. The outfits, I'm just like, yeah, that's what famous people wear. I don't know. Like everybody wears that outfit, but it's nothing weird.
No, the tattoos are freaky. That's a freaky coincidence.
So Hailey was now public enemy numero uno. She was a stalker. She was a creep. She was a Selena Gomez wannabe, and they wanted her booted right out of the country. People hated Hailey.
And this is from
Baldwin.
the fandom, like doing all this deep dive, insane research on
They're
her.
like, you're weird. And they also find that she was a fan of Justin Bieber. Not just a fan, but like massive, I want to know where you are staying when
Right.
you are in New York fan. I'm showing up at your hotel. And now they're married. And it's like, that's weird. That's not a coincidence, I don't think. So she started receiving so much hate online that Selena Gomez uploaded several videos begging people to lay off, and even took a photo with Hailey at some Hollywood party to like officially squash whatever beef people thought was there.
Oh, boy.
And that truce lasted until 2023, when Selena was photographed in a swimsuit, and she was, once again, teased and harassed brutally for the way that she looked. Hailey posted a video on Instagram with her good friends, the Jenners, using a popular TikTok sound at the time. I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm just saying that God's timing is always right. Hailey swears up, down, left, right, and center that this was not directed at anyone.
Come on. What are you
Maybe.
doing?
Maybe that's true. But you know what's definitely not true? A couple months later, Selena uploaded a photo of herself after she way over laminated her eyebrows. She was like, hey, I don't know how I did this. The whole video was like, I run a fucking beauty brand and I still can't laminate my brows very well. Like, this is a nightmare. And she was like trying to scrub it off. It was like, you know, she's just being goofy. Then Kylie and Hailey uploaded photos of their eyebrows saying things like, this was an accident. Bitch, what are you talking about?
Wow. Just a lot of weird shade back and forth between these couple of people.
Because rich bitches who've never had to earn a goddamn thing in their life hate to see a hard working class girl win.
That's true.
They hate it. Selena Gomez, like single mom, Hispanic woman, rose through the ranks, now a self-made billionaire. Actually a self-made billionaire.
And has lupus.
Unlike any of the Jenners could ever hope to be. The Jenners are not self-made goddamn anything. Selena Gomez is. She runs Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty is one of the best beauty brands right now. Unironically, one of the best ones.
Cool.
She did that. That's her.
And they're making fun of her on Instagram.
And they're making fun of her for like just being herself on the internet. She's got fucking lupus. She had to get a kidney transplant and she still became a billionaire. Actually eat dirt, all of you. Like, I'm only on Selena's side in this whole thing at this point. So public opinion has really shifted towards Selena and away from Hailey. Just recently, though, that tone is shifting. After too many photos and videos of Justin being rude, inconsiderate, and mocking towards Hailey have come out, people have started to feel really sorry for her. So some of these videos, I think you've probably seen these. Justin like storms out of his Escalade and slams the door behind him, and Hailey like catches it and she pushes it open, and the paparazzi, of course, is right there, and they're like, "Ooh, Hailey, that's not very good."
So Justin's being mean to Hailey now.
Yeah. I mean, I think Justin's probably got some problems. I don't think I don't think it's easy being married to a pop star.
No.
Who had that huge meteoric rise. Like, that's not a simple companionship.
That's the thing. There's nothing normal about Justin Bieber's life since
Nothing
the time he
normal
was
at all.
like 9.
No.
There's been nothing normal.
The most normal thing about him is that he's from Toronto and he's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Right.
That is
But even then,
it.
he's got season tickets and he probably has a box. Like,
Yeah.
that's,
Right.
you know.
So in 2024, Justin and Hailey had a baby.
Oh.
And Beliebers actually received this news with like shocking maturity. This is like the first time people have been nice to Hailey.
Okay.
Thank God.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
it's
we
hard.
don't need to bully a new mom. Look, I'm not a big fan of the way she's treating Selena, but like, I'm not going to throw eggs at her right after she gives birth.
Oh, no,
Like,
it's
get a grip.
awful. No.
In December 2024, Selena got engaged to her longtime boyfriend, Benny Blanco.
That's right. I remember that. There was a whole big news thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
he did a whole circuit and was talking about it. Yeah.
yeah, they're still on that circuit.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Benny Blanco, by the way? Is that a sexy pirate, bartender, cabaret dancer man? No. He's a musician and songwriter and a longtime collaborator of Justin Bieber.
No kidding.
He co-wrote the song Love Yourself, which is rumored to be about Selena Gomez.
Writing love letters for years and years without her noticing.
I love what Selena's done here.
Yes. So I think Selena's come out on top.
I like the work here. I respect the work. So yeah, so where are we now? Justin started erratically posting on Instagram right after that engagement was announced.
Oh, interesting.
That could be
that's-
coincidental timing. That could not be coincidental timing.
So that's been the big drama is that
Yeah.
Selena got engaged and now Justin's going off on his unhinged Instagram posting sprees.
Yeah, now Justin's being super weird on Instagram. And recently, like, Hailey showed up on the cover of Vogue and had a whole feature. And he posted a picture of the Vogue cover and was like, you know, once during a fight, I told her that she would never show up on the cover of Vogue, which is super mean. But look, I'm glad she proved me right. And everybody was just like, what? Why are you selling yourself out
Well,
like
he
that?
folded under zero pressure, dude.
Yeah, you're just revealing this information. He's the worst witness of all time. He's
Yeah.
just like, I did it. I hit that guy with my car.
Rap snitches.
Yeah.
Telling all their business.
So yeah, so people are like, it's because Selena's engaged, which like, yeah, watching your ex-partner of like 10 years get engaged to somebody that you know, I'm sure that's not easy.
And worked with.
But again, nothing about Justin Bieber's life has been easy or normal. So
No.
this could be a result of anything in his life. Seriously.
Truly.
He also unfollowed a bunch of people, including Scooter Braun.
Oh, his old manager.
Yeah. Now he is in some debt, something about a 4-album deal, and he had to cancel like a huge tour halfway through because he developed a disease that paralyzes half of your face.
Oh, wow.
He had to cancel the tour, so there's a lot of lost money there because you had roadies and you have these venues booked out and you have to
Yeah.
refund tickets, that's a huge loss.
And they have kill fees and everything.
Yeah. So he owes Scooter Braun some money, and he owes like some of these venues some money, millions of dollars. Like we're getting into like can't even wrap my head around how much money we're talking about. So it's very complicated. He also unfollowed Hailey, but later claimed that he was hacked and somebody else did that.
He unfollowed his wife
Yeah.
from Instagram.
Yeah. And then he posted and he was like, somebody unfollowed my wife. I was hacked. And it's like, that's the only thing they did when they hacked you is unfollow your wife. They're just trying to cause domestic disturbance. Like, get a grip. He's going on a lot of religious tangents. Like, Jesus was also hated. Jesus on the Mount was despised and I'm despised. So we had a lot in common. People are like, take it easy, brother. Maybe just eat some soup and like take it easy. He just dropped an album, so it's pretty likely that a lot of this online behavior was to drum up anticipation for that. If anybody remembers how he was acting when that song Yummy came out,
Okay.
that was also a crazy ad campaign. He was just like calling fans and being like, hey, you need to play that song on loop, like play it while you're asleep so that we can get like 5 billion streams. And these fans are just like, I can't believe I'm not getting Justin Bieber. They're like, hey, relax. I need you to put on Yummy. I need you to put the song on Spotify right now and play it.
Wow.
That was the ad campaign. So I feel like he might be doing something similar here.
Interesting.
I know he has struggled with sobriety and he was a child star.
And most of those do.
Do we expect him to act like an Oxford professor? Probably not. So he's being a little weird on Instagram. I wouldn't read too much into it. So what's my takeaway here? We've reached the end of the Jelena Hailey Bieber tirade.
Mm-hmm.
And I think here's my thing. I think people relate to Selena because she came from a humble background and has worked very hard. She struggles with a chronic illness, a very serious chronic illness, and has just come out on top every single time and remains very grounded. I mean, especially in the realm of Disney child stars, like people have really unhinged moments in the media. I know Demi Lovato was going through some stuff a couple years ago where they were uploading a lot of really weird content. She thought she was like talking to aliens and
I remember that. Yeah.
you know, and then of course Miley Cyrus had her whole debacle in the public eye. People hated her for so long because she was like, I'm not a kid anymore. Stop treating me like a kid. And only just now are people kind of coming back around and being like, you know what? Miley's kind of cool. You know, Selena Gomez just hasn't had the same kind of crash out. She's just remained pretty grounded the whole time, which I think people really respect. And I can't imagine that that's been easy. I also think people like Selena and Justin together because they have very similar backgrounds. They have very young moms. They had their kids very young, very religious backgrounds, came from nothing and just like built this huge empire. And now they're like multi-million-dollar pop stars.
They were supposed to work out.
Yeah. And Hailey Baldwin, I think, is much harder to empathize with because she's a Baldwin. I mean, she grew up like, I think she hosted SNL with Alec when she was like 9 years old.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, babe, like I can't relate to you.
No.
Even the way she looks, like she just hit the genetic lottery because even when she was 16 years old and a ballerina, she was more beautiful than I'll ever be in my entire goddamn life. I certainly didn't look like that when I was 16. So like in every way, she's just been very lucky.
Yeah.
And then to be kind of mean on top of that,
Crazy.
people don't have a lot of space for that.
Again, it's that the kind of analogy you gave of like if you went to your billionaire friend's house and their kid came downstairs, you know, if the kid was also an asshole.
Oh, I'm putting you in the oven.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you got the lottery ticket here.
Yeah.
Enjoy life. Be a good person.
You are living with Daddy Warbucks and you don't even have to be an orphan first.
No.
You just get to skip right to the end of that movie.
Enjoy life. Be a good person.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. Yeah. Rich people, just enjoy life and be a good person.
You won.
You don't have to stalk pop stars as when they're teenagers,
No,
or
you can just
take vacations in Dubai to get people away from each other to make the love triangle more complicated. Like
you can actually just bump into a famous person in Turks and Caicos and marry them. Yeah. That's going to be your life.
Get a hobby. Start crocheting. Get into pottery. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing? This much internet drama.
Much internet drama.
Or people who just need to relax and be nice to dogs. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, Lindsey?
I know. I don't know what we're talking about. But that's the drama. And it's ongoing because Justin is still posting erratically on Instagram. And I'm sure there's going to be a Throwback Thursday Selena Gomez moment.
Well, I can honestly say I didn't know anything about this before we started talking. And I don't know if I'm better for it for knowing about it now.
You're much better, for sure.
But I'm glad I know about all the drama that's happening in that little corner of the internet and media.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that with me.
You're welcome.
Should we do our regular sign off?
I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Connor.
And this has been a pop culture moment with my boyfriend who doesn't know anything about pop culture.
I still don't know much. And honestly, I'm kind of regretful for what I know now. We'll see you next time, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday when we post our regular I promise this is interesting episode.
Maybe.
There's some links down in the There's some links down in the thing. You can look at them if you would like. If you want to buy Connor and I coffee, we would appreciate it so much. If you want to subscribe, if you would rather listen to us on Spotify, we're there for you every Wednesday. And that's it.
That's it. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
I'll see you in 2 seconds.